Everybody, POG Gamer here, and this is my PC build video. It's kind of cobbled together. I mean, it's been a fast week this week. I still got an iPhone 7 review. I've been off this week, decided to go and get back on Sprint. I had another carrier, AT&T, from my wife because I was a geek. I like different phones that Sprint didn't have. Came back, got a 7. I'm going to do that review probably, it may be today, I'm not sure. It's not really a hard review to do. And then going into Wednesday, I got the PC parts in and built it. And then that night, we got the NX or the Switch, trailer thing. Yesterday was a Switch reveal. This has been a busy week, and it's cool, geeky busy week. Yeah, for me. So I did this. I did not videotape myself doing everything. I just got 2 different videos and pictures because I got to concentrate when I put something together because I hadn't built a computer in like 10 years. So Cyrus, check my other videos out. Cyrus sent me an HP tower, had an AMD A8 processor, quad core, a little old, but he put 16 gigs of memory in there, a 675 watt power supply. That's pretty powerful, Cyrus. I didn't know if you knew it was 675 watt. It's pretty powerful. GTX 770 and a terabyte hard drive, and then the DVD drive fortunately was this reader. And then I ordered stuff, and you're going to start seeing the pictures pop up here. This is the stuff that popped up and came in Wednesday. That top one really contains the motherboard. And they put in there a little thing of thermal paste because Cyrus sent me just, the CPU and the heat sink fan with it. And of course I got this Challenger case. It's got a lot of expansions, front SATA, USB, sound, 3 huge fans in there. That thing is cool. It's going to keep it cool. Skip over here next and just fade to this picture. It is the 970A-D3P. Oh, and also right there on top of that, you see the thermal paste. That's what Cyrus reached out to his buddy that does AMD stuff. This is ultra durable dual BIOS. It's only got a single PCI Express 16. I'm not doing SLI. I do 1080p, and that's all I need to do. I just don't care. I just don't. It just doesn't concern me. And here's of course the case. That's a slick looking case. It's nice. So then when I go into what I ripped out, before I show you this next picture, I ripped out the RAM, power supply, GTX 770, and then the hard drive. I took a DVD drive out of my other machine I had, old machine as a burner. So, and this is a picture that you're going to get to see. It's got everything there, and what that shows is I just put out on a little table. That's everything ready to be Frankenstein and transplanted in there, and that's all I needed. And of course the box, there's a little beat up, but that was a box for an AMD 8350 that Cyrus's AMD buddy sent him. He sent me the 6350. Huge upgrade. I have seen a big improvement in my performance on my machine. And then to show you where this came from, I'll move to this picture. This is what the HP looked like before I ripped everything out. There's the power supply, the DVD drive up top didn't go around, the GTX, the RAM down there. You can't see the drive. The drive's kind of like underneath the cage. There's 2 little arms. And when I ripped everything out, you got this. You could tell that was a big difference. Pretty much I left the case, motherboard, CPU and fans, front panel, and the DVD-ROM drive. That's it. So that's the only pictures there. So I'm going to cut to a couple videos. There's one where I pretty much got the case, the little tabs or the little stands to put the motherboard on. I hadn't built a computer in a long time. CPU and everything. I pretty much, the way I build is get the motherboard mounted, the CPU and the fan mounted, all the power hooked up, the front panel, and then what else? Yeah, the front panel and all the everything hooked up to where I just had to put peripherals in. So, and then I had another video showing it's all together. So I'll let you look at these 2 quick videos. They're shaky, not really shaky cams because my iPhone 7 has some nice stabilization I'll talk about in its review, but it's not professional, so there's a couple minute videos. So take a look at this. This is the work in progress. I've got the case together. As you can see, the CPU, fan, All the other fans hooked up. The ATX is hooked up, both of them. Front panel's hooked up. I'm going to have to straighten this up here soon. And of course the power supply is about to fit in the RAM. And then the card, graphics card, and then yeah, just about get it done. I did notice I'm going to have to call or get a hold of Newegg. The little PC speaker, no big deal. It was all crammed in this little bag over here, so it kind of just was not very packaged well, so it broke. But yeah, everything in here looks pretty good. I'm just going to have to button it up, put the RAM card and drives in, and power, and hook everything up, and I should be good to go, because the main part of hooking up the motherboard, CPU, and wiring everything up looks to be complete. And I think we're done. RAM, DVD burner, hard drive, of course the big GTX 770, everything's plugged in. All the SATA cables over here. Took a little bit. It's okay. I've got airflow. There's a fan right in here, fan there, fan there. So I've got plenty, and there's a fan down here. So I've got plenty of airflow. The only thing about these power supplies, and I had one, is that there's so many cables. So you just kind of got to tuck them away over there. There's nothing in there to get in the way, and there's nice airflow here, so I think it's pretty good. So we'll go from there and try to, I'm gonna have to reinstall Windows just to be safe. So here we go. And you see, it worked pretty well. At the end there, I said I'm gonna have to reinstall Windows. I didn't. Everybody on the internet, or not everybody, other places I kept researching is Googling. Reinstall Windows, the best thing. Reinstall Windows if you change everything. And I've done this. I've done this as an IT person. I've been in IT for 16 years. And yeah, and XP would freak the fuck out. Basically, you just move it over. The best thing to do is pop a disk in there and hit that repair install, and basically reinstall over, lose all your updates, and it rebuild the hardware index. But it's set there, and it has this that gigabit dual, pretty much the dual versatility thing sitting there now. It just sits there, and while the Windows is booting, then I saw this little spinning thing. I thought, that looks like Windows. Nah. So it was kind of like, it powered up, it didn't explode. And then it started saying installing devices or prepare devices, however it said. I went, okay. I let it go, and it booted up fine. I had to put my wireless thing on it again. The little wireless external card that I had, Cyrus sent me. Turn that bad boy off, plug that up, it activated itself. It did act a little funny, the sound acted a little funny when I unplugged stuff, and I put the motherboard, the CD in, installed all the true motherboard drivers. It's fine. Windows 8 had no problem removing old crap. I didn't have any stuff here, so I did a little capture with OBS to show you, and it's just real quick. You can take a look at it right here. This did pretty well. I didn't have to reinstall Windows, like, at all. I didn't really pay attention. I was kind of it's a mess in here a little bit, and I was just waiting, and it started spinning down there, and I was like, the gigabit thing stays on even when Windows is booting. The logo, it's very strange. So then it started saying adding devices or setting up devices, so I left it alone. Windows just needed to be reactivated, and I went through my motherboard CD. I got the disc. Probably still. Let me see if I still. I don't have to. Yeah, I got to take the disc out, and I just installed the drivers like Realtek and things like this, which have made a serious improvement. And I didn't have to do anything. I've played some games, and it's played beautifully. Yeah, I mean it's all activated again. 16 gigs, 6 cores. I can overclock it to 4.5 if I want to. So I doubt I will. So I think this went really well. As you see, it looks fine. I didn't have any problems with it. It's 6 cores showed up, 16 gigs of memory, 770 is fine. I played Evolve. It ran a lot better. It ran fine before, but you see some every so often just a little stutter, very little. I mean, that system was pretty capable. I think the CPU, the quad core, is really a bummer. It's really hindering performance, but I think Cyrus should get me that because I have a lot of the 770, the memory, that power supply, that's a lot of money there. All I had to do, and of course, thankfully he played down, you know, played it forward, CPU and everything. I just had to build stuff around it. Now I have a foundation. I'm going to look at selling my iPhone 6. And after I do this review, I'm just going to look at it now and probably start putting it up on eBay. Give me some money. I'm going to start pigeonholing it toward a GTX. Because yeah, the Nintendo Switch is coming, but not everything's going to go on Nintendo Switch, especially being a hybrid system. I'm going to be a PC gamer / Switch. I got a PS4 and Xbox One. Those will dwindle off slowly, as I think Sony, and I think they will. My buddy and I are really kind of tired. I talked about the problems we've been having. It's a lot of people have the NAT problems with the PS4 after 4.0. We're just going to probably sink into playing PC games. We don't even touch the Xbox One. We're going to do PC games, and then of course he said the Switch is like, that's day one purchase. If stuff comes out on it, and we want to play multiplayer, but it's also probably going to be a lot of IPs that we want to play, that we can say, hey, you want to play Mario Kart? Hey, you want to play this? You know, this, that, and other. So I'm going to be moving toward PC gaming plus the Nintendo Switch, which I said that months ago, and I thought I was crazy, but I really am, because I'm not going to go 4 Pro, the Scorpio. I'm not doing the upgrade stuff with Microsoft and Sony, but I'm not going into a rant. So that was my build. It's now an AMD FX 6350, right around 4 gigahertz. I can overclock it to 4.5. I might do that later, might not. GTX 770. Which is a good card. It's going to be upgraded here soon, possibly toward the first of the year. Christmas comes around, all the times I'm an old fart. I usually get some money. So that's what I took some for my birthday recently and, you know, put toward it. I'm going to get a new card. I got 16 gigs of memory, that gigabit motherboard, which is really good, terabyte drive, DVD bar. It's a gaming rig, and it's going to be good for me to delve and stay back into PC gaming. And the consoles, the PS4 and the Xbox One. Xbox One is going to be kept. I got it near my computer, and that's going to be kind of, also I'm going to call it a wayback machine, because they're going to add more and more backwards compatible stuff to where I could just keep playing backwards compatibility and capture it, since it doesn't really have any good capture abilities or streaming abilities, and I just stream it through the Elgato that I got. And then the PS4, I don't know. I think my friend and I are really going to stop playing on it as much and play on the computer. So I hope you enjoyed this. I rambled. I'm good at rambling at the end. It's a nice PC build. I'm glad I'm at this point with PCs again. And I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'll send you the model numbers and send you what I got. And, you know, go to Newegg or Tiger Direct. There's a lot of great sites out there finding your computer parts. All right, everybody. Please comment below. Somewhere down there is a subscribe button. If you enjoyed this, please click subscribe and share this video. Follow me here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, skirmishvlogs.com for retro, and 8bitkitty.com. PKO Gamer, out.